The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, August 6th, tease that Victor will run into a problem. He'll realize he needs some help, so he'll end up turning to Nate. Y&R fans know that Victor's the reason Nate came to Genoa City. He's helping Victor out with his recovery, so perhaps this is about a medical issue. It's possible Victor will have another setback and seek Nate's assistance. However, there's a different option. Victor was miffed about Neil stealing business from Newman, so he cut ties with him professionally. If Victor decides he needs Neil's advice after all, he might use Nate as a go-between. Whatever the case, Nate will get stuck in Newman chaos. He may live to regret getting mixed up with Victor and his drama-filled family. In the meantime, Summer will get tired of waiting. She's been working hard to worm her way into Billy's bed, but she's not seeing enough progress. As a result, Summer will kick things up a notch. She'll intensify her seduction efforts and hope that her plan pays off. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Billy will continue to resist, but for how long? Summer will lock lips with Billy before the week's over, so she must be doing something right, or wrong depending on how you look at it. Elsewhere, Sharon will take a stand against Nikki. There are really only two possibilities here. Since the other cover-up crew members don't seem to be involved, maybe we can rule that one out. That just leaves something to do with Nick. Nikki might want Sharon to talk some sense into her son. She may think it's time for Nick and Victor to finally make peace. Sharon could argue that it's not going to happen. She made amends with Nick and wants to support him, so she might insist on staying out of their war. If Victor and Nick want to try a truce eventually, that'll be up to them. Nevertheless, the Young and the Restless spoilers say Nikki won't lose sight of her goal. She'll do everything in her power to bring the family together, but she's sure to hit plenty of snags. We'll give you updates as other Y&R news comes in.
At Crimson Lights, Nick asked Summer how her mom was doing with Hillary's funeral being that day, and Summer considered it sweet of him to worry. He said he always worried about the people he cared about, including Summer. He cautioned her not to miss out on a good deal with Dark Horse, but Summer believed that Fenmore's was the best fit for her. Nick recognized that Billy was making Jabbo a fun place to work, but he was confident that it wasn't going to last. He warned that Billy always failed and that Billy would take everyone down with him, including her. Summer thought Nick had made it clear to everyone what he thought of Billy as a person and a CEO, but she insisted that her father was wrong. She defended that addicts sometimes slipped, and she compared Billy to Nikki, who had gotten her life back on track. Summer raved about the amazing things Billy had done at Jabbo that made her look forward to going to work, and she was proud of what she was doing. Nick admired her loyalty, and he was glad to see that she seemed more grounded than when she'd first returned to town. She guessed it was what happened when a person figured out who they were and what they wanted, and she thought she could say the same thing about Nick with his new company and his upcoming wedding. Nick acknowledged that Summer wasn't a fan of Sharon's, but he hoped Summer could be happy for him. Summer saw how much Nick loved Sharon, and she thought their relationship was the real deal, unlike her mom's. She confided that Phyllis didn't seem